I should branch out into merchandise. People could wear like a 7 thumbs up t-shirt and that. Wait, that's another t-shirt there. This is Superman Action and Comics 733. It's some more of the story with electrical Superman. And this one has not team up with Rayman in a story by David Michelinie and Wallace Grummett. If you are just tuning in, the ongoing story here is in the 90s. Superman got knackered by a teleport and it transformed him into a form made up of electrical energy. And now he has developed a new power set as well as a costume based around this change. People are adamant it is awful because it was the 90s, but it was never awful. We pick up from the end of the previous issue. Superman, he has just beat Metallo, but he is a bit worse for wear. So he transforms into his energy form because he thinks this will heal all his wounds. But he finds that it doesn't, and instead of bleeding blood, now he is bleeding electricity. This here is the new look for Superman, this blue and white look. In story, it is a containment suit that he has to wear that keeps him like corporeal. So Superman, he has to focus and redirect and channel all the electricity back into his body. Lois is there. I've not mentioned her yet. And then Superman, he finally does what I would do and what I keep telling him to do, but he keeps ignoring me because this was back in 1997 and my suggestions do not travel backwards through time. Superman, he decides to try and find out more about his new powers. Here is Metallo. He is still kicking around after his defeat last issue, but he believes that he succeeded and he killed Superman. He is our bad guy for this issue, and we'll see him again in a few pages' time. Superman, he has gone to visit Rayman. Rayman, he is a young superhero who was a member of the Justice League. He is a character I have been interested in for a while, but then I read an atrocious comic about him, and I have never quite recaptured the interest in him since. We have what I flagged as a possible placement concern here, because Superman, he says that he contacted Rayman through the Justice League, but we haven't come to that Justice League story that introduces Electric Superman to the rest of the team. So we'll just have to say that Superman, he phoned them up. Rayman, he also has an energy form, and so Superman has gone to him for advice. That is what we used to call life hacks. And he learns a couple of things he didn't know about his new powers and what he can do with them. Like, he uses them to look like Rayman. And after what must have been, at most, a 2-minute chat, Rayman leaves. Worth putting him on the cover for that 3-page appearance, wasn't it? Over in the bottled city of Xandar, it is still boring. And it wouldn't be Electric Superman without a look at what Tusk is up to. Tusk, he is a refugee from Xandar who was teleported to the, I keep wanting to say, real world, but that implies that Xandar isn't real. He's been ganning around, not accomplishing much, whereas Metallica just scored major points with me because his evil plan here is brilliant. He has transformed himself into a Ferris wheel. Why? No idea. This is now the best Metallica story ever written. Then, over at the Daily Bugle, Robbie Robertson lets Superman, in his Kent Clarkson identity, narr about all the things that are happening with the other supporting characters in the book. And then Superman hears about Metallica terrorising the carnival, so he electrics off. But Metallica, he has given up on his dream of being a Ferris wheel, and he is back to being a cardboard Superman bad guy. He is going to attack a nuclear power plant, and it is a proper Simpsons-style nuclear power plant, which I appreciate. I hate those pretendy ones that didn't have the science beaker shapes. So Superman, he arrives and he fights Metallica for the second issue in a row. And he uses his powers to create a tractor beam. And then Metallica, he takes over some super armor. But the super armor is useless because Superman, he can just go intangible. I admit it's hard to really see anything as a threat to Electric Superman besides his own unfamiliarity with his abilities. The other thing is they seem to pull quite a lot out of their arses when it comes to Superman's new powers. Maybe it is a result of them not just spending an issue just sitting down and explaining everything and quantifying his powers and telling us everything he can do. But in this issue, well, he just managed to create a tractor beam a few pages ago, and here he is able to use electricity to alter the gravitational pull of Metallica. This storyline, it was meant to depower Superman a bit so that he would be challenged, but it seems they have gone the opposite direction entirely, and Electric Superman is so much more powerful than regular Superman is. So Superman, or Soups if you prefer, he has beat Metallica, and there is Ricky Olsen, but Metallica, he has escaped to weasel his way into the next issue of Superman as well. I didn't know how to assess these Superman comics. I enjoy it. I didn't think there's much deep going on with them, but they are disposable entertainment. They are fun, they keep you hooked. All I can really say is that I resoundingly disagree with the idea that these Superman books are anywhere near as bad as other people like to pretend they are. I'll give this issue a 7 thumbs up.